Hello guys, welcome back to Knitting Catalog. I'm happy to be in your presence today. So according to my promise last time on my post that I'm going to, I asked a question whether I should do a tutorial on a baby set, and I got a lot of yes. So today I want to go ahead and show you how I knit that particular baby set. So the baby set including baby sweater, baby pants, baby hat, and baby stockings. So guys, I'm going to start by knitting the baby pants. So the baby pants is going to be alike. I'm going to go ahead and cast on 30 by 30 needle right now. 30 by 30 needle, and I'm going to select, to knit the foundation row. So I'm going to knit on it to make the needle straight. Then guys, I'm going to go ahead and use my yarn to knit one row for foundation. You can see what I'm using, guys. I'm using comb. I just want it not to have a joining at the end of the knitting. When your yarn finish, you join it. So I don't want that kind of finishing, so I always use comb for this job. And if you want to use yeye board, that is, I want to say the cone is 2-ply wool or two-ply yarn. Then if you want to use yeye ball, I think 6 is okay for you. 6 ball is okay for you for this set. So right now I'm going to knit one row, and I'm going to go ahead and turn my attention to 7 and knit one row right here. Then hanging this. Then I'm going to pack all the needle to work. The needle at A position back to B position. That is, I'm having full 30 by 30 needle. So I'm having full 30 by 30 needle. So right now I'm going to be knitting 2 rows of each color. So that color and this, so navy blue, I'm going to be interchanging the color into 2 rows and knit 40 rows right now. So I'm going to knit 40 rows with tension 7 right now. I'm going to be interchanging the color of the yarn for the baby pants band right now. So let's see how it's being done. So tension 7. So guys, here is 40 rows right now. So I'm going to do away with this color right now, with the blue right now. So, and I'm going to fold the band, removing this and fold the band. So guys, here is the folding right now of the band. So right now I'm going to be introducing one needle at the both side of the work and knit 2 rows. So till when I get to 36 by 36 needle, is bringing one needle out at the both edge, you can see right now, and knit 2 rows. So I'm going to change my tension to tension 8 right now and bring the needle out like this and knit 2 rows. So I'm going to use my row count right away. So I'm going to knit 2 rows for this increase now. That's it. then this and this. So you can see what we are having, and I'm going to knit 2 rows. So this is 12 rows right now, with the needle getting to 36 by 36. So right now I'm going to continue knitting to 60 rows right now. I'm going to continue knitting straight to 60 rows, where I will mark the work at both edge. So guys, here is 60 rows right now. So we are at 60 rows, so I'm going to mark at 60, then where I will continue straight to 120. So that is, I have another 60 rows to knit to make it 120. So I'm going to go ahead and use stitches marker right now. So guys, you can see what we have right now at 120 rows. So I'm going to select my needle right now to reap 2 by 1 and knit 34 rows with tension 7. So selecting my needle back to reap 2 by 1 right now, just this way, removing this stitch and put it on the other needle close to it, and make sure the 2 needle that you have stitches on, then you go to the next one and remove the stitch. So this is 2 by 1. So I'm having 3 needle left by this side. It does not count. So the needle is going to be on rib mode. So it's either you push it out so that you are sure all your stitches are intact, or you push it in, whichever way. So you can see 2 by 1 needle. So I'm going to go ahead and change tension to 7 back, tension 7, and 34 rows right now. So guys, here is 34 rows, so you can see what we have. So I'm going to fold the band right now, picking it up and fold. So guys, after folding, I'm going to bind off. So guys, you can see what we have right now. You can see how it is right now, what we have right now. So this is the second leg of it. So this is the baby pant. You can see what we have. So right now I'm going to go ahead and knit the baby sweater right now. I'm going to go ahead and knit the front side. So I'm going to cast on 38 by 38 needle. So here is 38 by 38 needle. I'm going to use tension 8 for this. So right now I'm going to go into the band of the baby sweater. So I'm going to knit foundation row right now, then hang the casting on comb, then pack all the needle back to B position. Make sure the needle is complete 38 by 38 needle. Then I'm going to knit 34 rows with tension 8. After the 34 rows, I'm going to fold it as a band. So let's see how it's been done. I'm going to fold it. Pack the needle back together. So right now I'm going to knit straight to 44 rows with the same yarn, the same tension. So I'm going to involve my row counter right now. So guys, here is 44 rows after the band. So I'm going to mark this place for the armhole. That's what I'm going to do, is armhole marking right now. So guys, after marking, so I'm going to knit 30 rows right now. So guys, you can see what we have. So now 30 rows for neck shaping. So I'm going to, cast off 10 needle at the both side, at the center of the work. 10 from the center of the work. I'm going to bind them off right now. If you have been watching my video, you can just know that this is the method I used to use for round neck. So I'm going to bind off 10 right now at the left and 10 needles at the right. So this is 10 needle off the work right now, and I'm going to come to this other side and bind off 10 needle as well. So 10 needle out again. That is at the center we are having 20 needles out of the work. So I'm going to push this side out to E position because my carriage is at this side. So I'm going to push this out to E position and press the hold on button for this side not to knit. So to E position right now. So the total needle removing from the neck shaping is 36 needles. So that is, I'm using 18 by the right to shape and 18 by the left to shape. So right now 10 is out of the 18 by the right. So I have 8 needle to use to shape, and I'm going to shape them, remove them with 30 rows right now. So right now my carriage is on hold and this is on E position. So how will I use the 8 needles now against 30 rows? So I'm going to decrease 2 needle and knit 10 rows. So So I'm going to decrease another 2 needle and knit 10 row. Make it 20 rows right now. Then I'm going to decrease another 2 and knit 10 rows. So the last 2 right now, and knit 2 rows to bind off. So I just decreased 2 right now and knit 2 rows to bind off. So my 2 rows is going to be on tension 10, to make it easy for me to manipulate my bind off, to have room with the stitches, so that I can use the cast off or bind off tools to do that. So tension 10 right now, and surplus yarn with 2 rows. That's it. So you can see what we have right now. So I'm going to repeat that same method here by decreasing 2 and knit 10 rows, decrease it 2 and knit 10 rows. So just repeat what we did here at this other side. So let's see, to tension 8, push this in, then I'm going to decrease. Then my carriage is going to be on working position right now for all the needle to work. Then I'm going to knit 10 rows right now. So that's 10. Then decrease. Ten rows. Decrease 2 needle and knit 10 rows. So that's it. Then the last one, increase my tension to 10 and knit 2 rows to bind off. So guys, you can see what we have here right now. You can see how the neck is. This is armhole, where you are going to fix the armhole, and this is the neck right now. So the neck shaping right now. So what you need to do is follow the instruction of the front by knitting all through the process down to the neck side without shaping for the neck. That will be the back of the baby sweater. So this is what I mean. You can see, just knit straight, knit straight, and that's the back here. So that's the back here. So this is the front of the baby sweater. So right now I'm going to go ahead and fix for the sleeve right now. So the sleeve area is going to be 30 by 30 needle. That is from the shoulder line. You can see from the shoulder line, this is cast off area, the bind off area. So from the shoulder line to this. So I'm going to show you right now. Get to center zero on the knitting mesh bed, and fix your transfer tool just like this and fix it. Then come back to 30. I'm going to remove this right now. And fix this on 30 needle. So just like this, you can see what we have is sagging down, it's lacking down. So it's supposed not to be like a little bit tight like this. It's not so good. It's going to be like a tight armhole. So that's it. So I'm going to do same to the other side. This is the shoulder line. I'm going to take the side seam just like this and go and fix the 30 on the center zero needle, then to 30. That's it. Then go to here and fix on 30. That's it. So I'm going to fix them back to needle. Guys, this is the fixing of the armhole right now. So, and the sleeve is going to be in stripe as well, just this design as the sleeve. Now I'm going to knit 40 rows straight in stripe pattern. So I'm going to start with navy blue, and I'm going to change my tension back to main tension, which is 8. So I'm going to set my row counter right now to help me in counting this. So guys, I'm going to knit 40 rows straight before decreasing for the sleeve. So guys, here is 40 rows. So right now I'm going to be decreasing 2 at the both side and knit 10 rows, in which it will now get to 22 by 22 needle after decreasing 8 needle at the both side. So if I'm taking 2 and knit 10 rows, so I'm going to do that for 4 times. This is the first time. I'm going to repeat that for 4 times, making 40 rows, and my needle is going to end at 22 by 22. So let's see how it's been done, guys. So the last one, guys, and the work is at 22 by 22. So right now I'm going to knit 10 rows. So guys, this is 80 rows at 22 by 22 needles. So I'm going to select a hole, by leaving 2 needles, and go to the third needle and remove the stitch and hang it beside the needle. So just like that across all the needles right now. And that's that. Then I'm going to pack all of them back to work, the empty needle back to work, and knit extra 20 rows. So, and I'm going to fold it right now. making everything. That is, I have to knit 10 rows right now. Let's say 10 rows right now, making it 90 rows. So let me just explain that way, because I just said 20 rows and people will say maybe you said 90, but it's still 90. So I'm going to knit 10 rows and knit the back that I'm going to use it to fold it. That's why I said 20 rows. So it's 90 rows. The length, the total row for the sleeve is 90 rows. So at the back of it, to turn it, I'm going to add 10 rows, making everything 100 rows. So this is the total length of the sleeve. So I'm going to knit the back, the flip that will cover the back to make it as a band. So I can decide to use only the navy blue, or still mix it this way, or use the blue. So whichever way I wish to, but because this is going to be inside, so let me continue in the pattern. That's it, guys. So the reason for this hole is to help me to be able to fold it easily. So I'm going to go ahead to this one and hang it on the same needle I removed the stitch. So that is the needle number 3. So I'm going to hang them back just that way and bind off. That's the end of the sleeve, guys, and I'm going to repeat same to the other side of the sweater to knit the sleeve. So you can see the sleeve, guys. So guys, we are on to the cap right now, the heart of the baby set. So you can see I've brought out the needle 50 by 50, and I'm going to cast on the foundation row by pushing some set of needle back to A position. Knit across to straight the needle. Then I'm going to cast on right now. So my tension is going to be for the band right now. I'm going to the band. I'm going to use tension 7 for the band. The band have to be a little bit strong. So I'm using tension 7 for the band. Then later for the body, I'm going to go to tension 8. So hanging this on as usual. Then pack all the empty needle at A position back to work. Make sure it's 50 by 50. That's it. Then I'm going to knit in my pattern, the stripe pattern. I'm going to knit 30 rows right now. So I'm going to go ahead and check on my row counter, because I don't want to miss it. That's 4 rows right now. So going ahead in knitting the heart band. So guys, here is the 30 rows with tension 7. So I'm going to fold the band right now. So guys, right now I'm going to go ahead I still knit in my pattern 50 rows with tension 8 right now. So I'm going to go ahead and knit 50 rows. After the 50 rows, I'm going to bind off for the cap. Change to 8. So this is 80 rows from the band to the hand right now is 80 rows. The total, we did 30 here and fold, then extra 50. So I'm going to bind off right now. So guys, you can see what we have as the cap right now. So I'm going to gather from this starting to here and leave this and sew to this area. Then you can just pass through ribbon, or you need a rope for you to pass through. So this is what we have as cap or hat right now. So the next thing to do right now is the stockings. So the stocking is so simple as usual. So I'm going to cast on 25 by 25 needle. So I'm going to select in rib 2 by 1 right now. In rib 2 by 1, push one needle to the back and leave 2 needle at B position right now. Then I'm going to wrap on them, change my tension to 7 and knit 14 rows right now. So you can see what we have here, 25 by 25 needle with tension 7. So we're going to do a wrap on them to cast on. I think my assistant is telling me it's tension 6. Okay, sorry guys, it's tension 6, not 7. So it's tension 6, not 7. So that's it guys, tension 6. Then I'm going to read 2 by 1, 14 rows right now. I'm going to find a way to hang this on. So that's it. Then reap 14 rows in navy blue color. That's it. 1, 2, 3. So guys, this is 14 rows right now. You can see my hand at the back. This is 14 rows right now. So I'm going to continue in my pattern, stripe pattern, 2 rows of each color in another 14 rows right now. So guys, we are having 28 rows right now. So I'm going to fold this up, bringing that empty needle back to work. Folding. So guys, right now I'm going to knit 2 rows in this blue color. I'm going to knit 2 rows, still in tension 6 guys. That's it. To close the bound, then I'm going to go back and select to rib 2 by 1 again. Select it again. That's it. Then I'm going to knit in rib another 12 rows, still in tension 6. So here is 12 rows, guys. So I'm going to pack all the empty needle at A position backwards and change my tension to 9 and knit 26 rows of navy blue. 26 rows of navy blue right now. So here is 26 row of navy blue. Right now I'm going to increase my tension to 10 and knit 2 rows to bind off. That's it, guys. So if you have been following me, you know how I used to bind off my stockings. So kindly just follow the method I used on all my stockings to bind off this stocking right now. At the 10th needle right now, I'm going to bind off the stitch and start to pick 5 stitches and bind them off together in 4 times. So I'm going to do that 4 times. So yeah, that's it. So guys, you can see what we have. This is the stockings right now. You can see how it looks like. Then this is the one I've already sewn. So you are going to make the two alike, just like this. Then right now I'm going to go ahead and knit the neck band. So the neck band is going to be 42 by 42 needle with tension 7. So here is 42 by 42 needle. So I'm going to select my needle as usual. And go back to tension 7, guys. I'm at tension 7 now, so I'm going to cast on and knit 30 rows with tension 7, fold it together and fold it. You can see how it will be when I want to fold it. So I'm going to knit right now, hang my comb, pack all the empty needle at the back at A position back to B. Make sure your needle is complete. 42 by 42 needle. So I'm going to knit 30 rows right now with tension 7. So guys, I've closed it right now. Then I'm going to knit 3 rows and fold it. So still with the tension 7, 3 rows, 1, 2, 3. Then I'm to cut the yarn off. knit with empty carriage, no yarn on it to fall it. That's it. So I'm going to sew it, with needle right here, join it together and go to the sewing machine to sew it on the baby sweater. So that's how it's going to be. Then another thing I want to show you guys, the baby pants right now. So I'm going to go and sew this place together neatly with hand, then go to sewing machine. Make sure I close up this area down. Then here is the bottom side. Then I'm going to make sure there is a hole around here, a loop, so that the elastic can pass through the band, the waist band, so I'm going to make sure elastic can pass through it. So another thing is machine embroidery on the baby sweater. So the machine embroidery on the baby sweater right now is going to be at this place. If you don't have access to machine embroidery, you can just do card work at the center of the, maybe at the center of the baby sweater, or you can just look for any vendor that have machine that is, doing it for people and you pay, so you can do that. So just find a way to design this area of the chest area of the baby sweater.